Hello everybody, it's Sky here, and before I get started with talking about what I'm doing, the paper I am using as my template that has like the fashion model on it is part of the Cosplay planner by Alice in Cosplayland over on Etsy, and it's amazing. I recommend you go get it if you like what you see here and what you see in my future videos about me planning this cosplay. I love it. I bought it just for this cosplay because I really like that stuff. But yeah, moving on. We are getting to see the sketching and designing process for Sailor Guardian Deku. I don't know if I'm going to go with Sailor Guardian Deku or Sailor Soldier Deku. I don't know, guys. But starting out by sketching in the wig and the tiara, and now I'm working on the gloves, which are always fun. I'm pretty much just sketching out the stuff that I talked about being main portions in the video before this in the series, the concept video. So here I'm trying to decide if I like that shape for his gloves, and I ended up deciding I wanted it to be a little more curved, I think. Yeah, there. So I know I talked about doing the Air Force gloves, and what I ended up doing is I just sketched like a bunch of different designs of gloves, actually. I drew Sailor Moon inspired gloves, I drew Deku's actual gloves, I drew Deku's Air Force gloves, just because I wanted to see what they all looked like before I decided what I was going with. Which is like what you should do. You should definitely like test stuff out so you can make sure that you like what you've got. You don't end up regretting something later. This is me just using the base gloves I drew and drawing the Air Force gloves over it. And I decided, I do believe, after all of this is done, that they were bulky. They look very bulky. I'm not sure that I enjoy them personally for this costume. I think they'd be good for like regular Deku, but I just feel that they made Sailor Soldier Deku. No, it's definitely going to be Sailor Guardian. I like Sailor Guardian better. It sounds more like Symbol of Hope-esque. Yeah. So Sailor Guardian Deku just look a bit too bulky on the wrists. They just looked a little awkward. Yeah. And then once we finish up this piece, I think I erase all the background stuff. Yeah. And then notes that I separated out into a different layer so they're not on my line art layer. And then get started on the choker. Now, this was pretty interesting. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for the symbol on the choker or the brooch, because obviously Sailor Moon's is a moon, and like the brooch is the gems and the moon. And I was just like, that's not gonna work for Deku. And at first I thought I was gonna do the UA symbol, and it just did not look good. I did not like how it looked. I kinda hated it. I don't know why, but it was not working out for me, okay, guys? So I do end up going with that kind of All Might head I'm drawing there, but I don't think I decide on it yet. We're going for the bows. Yeah, the bows and the fuku now. Now, at the time, here, I'm drawing the hip roll and the boots, and just sketching out the stuff that are going to be important here. I do end up raising the boots a bit, because I just think that, because Deku's go up a bit higher, that they should go up a bit higher, and I was just like, whoa. I'm not going to make them too high, like, in reality, though, because I don't want them to be an awkward bend in any areas, like the leg. That'd be unfun. Those fun arm rolls, man. Those are not, I don't know how I'm gonna do those. Those are gonna be fun. Oh, goodness. I did end up deciding that I wanted to add his, black kind of rectangular shapes onto his sides, because I thought that they would help make the costume look more like Deku. And now I'm working on the skirt. This is when I decide that I'm gonna also draw out what his tool belt would look like, utility belt, instead of the hip rolls. And I thought that they just helped bring him to life, kind of. They helped make him look a lot more Deku. And so they are what I ended up going with. And my decision on that was that if I do the belt and I just have the belt snap on, not the belt, the bow and the butt snap on, I could reuse the belt in a future regular Deku cosplay. And I was like, that works. And then, I don't know, I'm debating back on that All Might symbol. And I feel like I've seen this somewhere else before. Maybe it's like some official, like, All Might merch, but I don't know. At the time when I was drawing this, I didn't think I'd seen it anywhere, but it's like, and I decided to do the 4 gems like Sailor Moon's brooch has on her vest. Not her vest. On her brooch, whatever. And I just wanted to add those because the brooch by itself just looked a little plain. We'll see if I actually end up doing that in reality. We'll see how it looks. I'll probably, like, make the gems or buy the gems and, like, place them on the brooch and see if I like them after I've made the brooch. We'll see. And then, now I'm working on coloring everything so I can get an idea of what colors everything's gonna be. Now, I decided, obviously, that his top was gonna be the blue, the teal. His skirt was gonna be black. Because I could not, like, make the top and the skirt being teal work in my head. I was like, I've gotta have the differentiating colors like the Sailor Moon characters have. And then I went for the black for his shoes because of how much black there are in the shin guards bracer things. And then where Sailor Moon has the white stripe, I decided I needed to go red just to have some more accent of the red color. Here's me drawing the tool belt. Coloring in the tool belt, the buckle, doing the bows. Which, guys, how do people do Sailor Moon bows? That's my true question. Like, do they use interfacing? Do they stuff them? What goes on? And then the collar's going to be black to match the skirt. And then the choker is going to be red to match the bows. And then this is me realizing I didn't draw the butt bow, and I was like, fudge. Time to fix that. And then, I'm gonna go to work on the gloves. Now, I still wasn't sure if I was gonna do the Sailor Moon style glove, and I was like, do I do it blue to match the torso, like it is on Sailor Moon? Or do I go cream to match what his gloves look like? And then I ended up just deciding that I was just gonna do his regular gloves. It was another matter of, wow, I could reuse that for a regular Deku cosplay. Ooh, that sounds good. And then coloring the gold of the brooch, gold of the collar, gold on his buttons. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to do gold buttons on the boots, kind of like how there are gold buttons on his shoes, and I was like, no, it don't look good. Gold on the tiara, and I did a red gem because I wanted some more of that red accent color. And it's just what I ended up doing in my head. I was like, woo. I decided I was going to do red, white, blue, and yellow for the gems, which are kind of similar to the gems on Sailor Moon, but not. They're more like All Might's colors to go with the All Might brooch. And this is me coloring in the bits and bobs of the Air Force glove that I drew. Coloring in the palm of the hand. Realizing I did not erase well enough in the palm of the hand. And then I think here, I'm just thinking about how I'm going to do the 2 stripes on the collar. And I ended up using a monoline brush so that they'd be the same size and I could just get them over with. And now, my favorite part of Deku, his hair. It's so floofy. So floofy. Him and Shinzo both kind of just look like they have a mop on their head, though. Not gonna lie. It's very floofy, very cute, but they definitely mop boys. And just filling it in. I do think I end up going with a hairbrush and adding black to the underlayer because I do really like it when it's got the black in the underlayer. I don't like it when it's all green, so I'm going to look for a wig that's kind of got that added detail, or that I add in the added detail. And then fun fact, if you have to draw the same exact character from a behind pose, just like duplicate and flip the layer. And then, you know, you can just do everything and erase. It's like, it's a little cheatsy, but this isn't like a full-on art piece. This is really a design sketch for this cosplay, and so I was like, it's fine. This is me fixing up the boots so that they look how they would from behind. Adding the red trim. Fixing up the shoes so that they have heels. All that good stuff. Erasing all of the chest stuff that you wouldn't see from this side, adding in the back of his collar, back of the choker, rest of the hair. And then I realized at this point that I shouldn't have erased the back of the bow like I did. It did not work in my favor. Oh boy. This is me like reduplicating it, adding it on, drawing the centerpiece so that it looks like a bow, erasing the tool belt, utility belt. I'm still going to have them be there, they're just going to be under the bow and you can't really see it from this angle, so it is what it is. And then I'm going to merge all my layers and start coloring again. I'm just really excited to get started on this cosplay. Next up in the series might be either me planning out fabrics and stuff, talking about what fabrics I'm likely to get, what fabrics for each bit, so on and so forth. So look forward to that, guys. Alright, I'm going with some red, which means we're probably just going to be filling in all the red bits. I did think about doing the bottoms of these shoes red, but I just don't think it would hold. I don't know if it would look good. It was a rough decision. Oh my god, those are kids yelling. Lovely. Alright, working on the bows, working on all the red bits. The cream of the gloves, the cream of the line. I think we're about to do the blue of the glove, and then the gold will probably be the last color that we place in. Yep. And then we'll do his hair. Woo. And then I think we're just about done. I doubt we have long left. It's just going to be me coloring in the hair, I believe. And then showing off the final result. So I really hope you guys enjoyed all this. Like and subscribe if you did. If you want to commission something, check out my Ko-Fi. I've got some sketch commissions open right now. And then here is the end result. I do end up cleaning up the gloves, making it so that both are the same thing. And there we go. Bye-bye, guys.